Kia ora koutou katoa and welcome to Pure Athletic Sports Stadium here as we're going to get underway just a little bit late in this match. I think a game from out on the Outer Diamonds kind of pushed us back a little bit. Not far away from getting underway in this one anyway. It'll be a Hibiscus Coast taking on the Northcote Maroon side in a double-header matchup here this afternoon on opening day of all the rest of the competitions. Of course, the Premier Men's have been going for 5 rounds already. This is round 6 of the competition. And we'll see, as we mentioned, Northcote Maroon taking on Hibiscus Coast in the double-header today, feature matches. Let's have a look here at the starting lineup, as you see on the screen there for Northcote. Just a couple of positional changes. Hugh Davies is leading off in the shortstop position. And he'll be followed, of course, they will be taking the field first, being the home side. Let's run for them defensively then for you. So left to right in the outfielders, Moana Hibbert will come into the game and left field. The starting centre field will be Ryan Love. At right field is Lincoln Hurley. Third base today is Jesse Fuller. Shortstop is Hugh Davies. Second base, Caleb Rona. First base is Callum Ryan. Behind the dish, Nick Lanigan will make the move from centre field to catching in this one. And Zeth Gibson will get the start on the hill. Other side of things for Hibiscus Coast. Let's have a look at them now for you. And they'll be led off by the international superstar, Michael Pelagawagan, the shortstop. George Young, the second baseman, will be hitting 2 today. Stephen Mueller will be the designated player hitting in the 3 spot. Oscar Anderson, top batter at the Club Nationals last year, the Danish import. He will get the clean-up job today. Tyler Job will be the centre fielder at 5. Amit Swami, the Great Britain nationality, will be hitting at left field and hitting in the 6th spot. Roger Smith, Greg Anderson, Aidan Whahanui, and will be hitting in the 9th spot. And Leo Barreo will be the pitcher, obviously being hit for by Stephen Mueller. Joining me in commentary, life member for North Harbour is Trevor Smith. Mate, let's start with Hibiscus Coast on the screen there, Trevor. What a formidable lineup they've been able to field.
Yeah, they've been working away in the off-season, Chopper, trying to put a team together to be competitive in this grade. They were competitive last year, but just missing out by those few runs. But they've got off to a good start this year. Seems to be stacked with internationals, but it's not what was entirely planned. The 2 Filipino boys have come down to work in New Zealand and hopefully be permanent guys here, so we welcome them, Leo and Michael. I had the pleasure of hosting them at home for a couple of months, and
oh, lovely.
They're great lads.
Real humble, aren't they?
Very humble, respectful, hard-working. No, can't say enough about them.
Built like the proverbial too. I
Yes.
mean, they are fantastic. It looks like we're going to flip it around here. Hibiscus Coast are going to field first here in the innings. And Northcote will be the batting side. I thought I had it the other way around. Of course, Northcote haven't changed dugout. My apologies. They were in the third base dugout in the last game. Double header for them, remember. But they will be the visiting team. So it will be HBC that will take the field first here in the first innings. I'm expecting a good game today, Roger. What's your thoughts?
I'm Trevor. And,
Sorry, Trevor. Yeah.
That's the son. But yes, I'm expecting a top-class game today. Very competitive. Both teams want to win. I wouldn't. It's a bit like the test tomorrow. Wouldn't predict a winner in this one. My heart tells me one thing, and I think we just watch how the game progresses. It's the team that gets off to a good start that's going to be on the top side.
We mentioned, of course, the late change. Jaden Dowd will be the starting pitcher here, the left-hander on screen. What type of pitcher is he, Trevor?
Jaden's proved himself. He's put a lot of hard work in during the off-season. He's they've been using Leo, the Filipino, most games to start off, but it's good to see JD getting a good start in this game, and with Oscar at catcher. Not to say that Steve Mueller hasn't been doing a good job at catcher, and it's great to see him coming in as the pinch batter. Put one over the fence last week. He's been batting, I don't know, somewhere up around the 600 mark, seemingly. So
wow, is this Mueller?
This is Mueller.
Oh, yeah. Turn the clock back, baby.
Turn that clock back, all right. He's one of the old men in the team now, but loving it. He reckons it's his most enjoyable season.
Well, there you go. Why not enjoy it as we're about to get underway here. Like I said, a couple of minutes behind the normal scheduled start time. Only 11 minutes late, so I guess we'll add 10 minutes to the clock. And a 4:41 start time here. As we get underway, Northcote HBC. First pitch is a drop ball right on the outside edge. Well, I'll tell you what, I knew he just turned up the dial all of a sudden, didn't he? Oh, sorry, Dow turned up the dial.
He did. We'll get this team sorted shortly, Chopper.
Yeah.
It's he's got 2 strikes in there now. He's got off, as I said, they need to get off to a good start, and they have.
Good start indeed, and looks nice and comfortable on
there
the
you
mound.
go.
Good morning, good afternoon, good night. And Trevor's happy with that. There you go, indeed.
I don't want to show my colours too much here, but...
It's okay. You be passionate for your club, mate. You guys doing a fantastic job.
Yeah.
You got to bring up to bat now.
And the absentee coach at the moment, we're having some pretty good results.
Seth Gibson now just asking the location of that strike. Good umpiring crew in this one. Down at first base, Michael Lee. Mike McCall officiating at 3 here. Calling the balls and strike. Santa Claus, John Hickman behind the dish.
Chopper, it's great to see such good, strong teams, umpires.
Isn't it, Trev? I mean, not just strong, but the numbers of them, and they're growing every year. Really got it going well. Hard hit ball from Gibson that'll lace it down the right side. And he will head down to first base.
Yeah, I was out in the junior side this morning, and there was good orange shirt umpires with blues, and
I like that orange shirt concept.
Yep.
Isn't it fantastic?
Oh yeah, on the under 15s, there was a guy on there doing his first game. It was pretty impressive. Behind the plate.
Very cool indeed. As you see up to bat here, Caleb Rona. This one just down below the zone.
Chopper, can I ask, Zeph Gibson, he's Howick originally.
Yeah, dead right. 2 players come in from Howick this year, both the starting pitcher in this game, Zeph Gibson, and starting shortstop, who was hitting in the leadoff spot. Pick off down a 1, back in time.
I was wondering how long it would be before we saw Oscar's arm. He's quite keen on throwing the ball around the diamond.
He's aggressive, isn't he?
Yeah.
And he's got a good arm to go with it, though.
Yeah, he has. He hits the spot 99%. Beautiful.
This one comes just missing the top of the zone. No movement from Gibson down at first base yet.
They're respecting that arm, perhaps, do you think, Chopper?
Yeah, a bit of that, or biding their time. They want to take the bat out of the batter's hands. Inside out swing, looking to grab it, and Anderson back underneath this. 2 hands, it makes a good catch.
Yeah, that was floating around a bit. He had to do it a bit of a double twist at the end there.
And with the 2 outs here, they'll make a change at first base. So Rona will run for Gibson, so Gibson can get in and get ready. 16 degrees here locally, it says on the weather app. Trevor, I'm not too sure if they've got that quite right.
It certainly doesn't feel like it.
Feels about 10, maybe 9, somewhere around that.
A huge chill factor in that one.
Yeah,
that's for sure.
It's the breeze. But tell you what, the softball's been hot today, and that's been the good thing.
And the rain's been away. That's one blessing. Whoa.
This one will go foul down the line. Nick Lanigan will step in for his opportunity. Of course, the Northcote side in their second match of the day, back-to-back, double hitter, festivity for them. And all of the Premier teams get at least one game with a double hitter. So better than having a bye, that's for sure. The more softball, the better.
Agreed.
Outside pitch and off and running.
Got him.
And he is gone. DOA on arrival. The throw was good from Anderson. You said he had a strong arm, Trevor?
There it was.
There it
It was
was.
just about in the dirt, but the second base took that. Michael took that. No, Greg.
They got it done, I can tell you what. That's what they did here. That'll do us through the top of the first innings. We'll be back with more action live here from Pure Athletic Sports Stadium in just a short moment. Well, welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, to Pure Athletic Sports Stadium on round 6 of the Premier Men's competition. A big one here today as we see HBC taking on Northcote Maroon in this matchup. Let's have another look at that offensive lineup for the HBC side. You can see it was going to be Pelagoagan leading off here, and he was in at shortstop. George Young will be hitting 2 today. Stephen Mueller will be the designated player. Catching is Anderson hitting it. Clean up today, Tyler Job and Ahmed Shwami 5 and 6 in the order. Roger Smith in the 7th spot today. Greg Anderson will be hitting 8, and Hayden Wahanui will round out the batting order for the boys from Hibiscus Coast. Defensively for Northcote, quickly for them, left to right in the outfield, Moana Hibbert, Ryan Love and Lincoln Hurley. Third base hot corner is Jesse Fuller. Shortstop today, Hugh Davies, Caleb Brunner at second, Callum Ryan, he's at first base. Doing the catching will be Nick Lanigan now, and on the hill will be the left-handed hurler from Howick. Made his move over to North Shore this season. That is Seth Gibson. First pitch just gets away. So 2 good lineups here today. Trevor Smith, life member, ex-president, ex-everything at this association, to be fair, joining us in the booth here today for this game. Really stoked with the quality of lineups these 2 teams have put out there in the Premier Division today here, Trevor.
Oh, look, I'm pretty impressed with the North Harbour competition overall, Chopper. It's that drift into Auckland seems to have drifted back to North Harbour, and the strength of softball in the Auckland area I'm starting to see is in North Harbour. They might want to hear that, but that's what I'm seeing.
Well, I think it's
good.
And
loving it.
It's good for softball anyway.
It's good for softball,
Trevor.
Yeah.
I don't think anyone who knows the game well, matters where they play the game, as long as they're playing the game. And in this particular case, North Harbour's got a strong enough Premier Men's competition by themselves.
It's heartening to be able to see. Whoa,
slow roller, tough play here. Fuller will make the throw, and a good one. Good footwork by Jesse Fuller, the third baseman, to get the outs.
I'm just a little concerned there. He didn't run it out. I know a little bit of background. He's had a crooked knee. I wonder if he was protecting it a wee bit, or showed the fielder the respect.
It'll bring George Young now in his opportunity. First pitch to him is outside. HBC all the way. There's Stephen Mueller. Big hitting recently for them. He'll be coming up next after Young. I've got my order right. They may have. No, they haven't shifted it. It is Mueller first, then they'll go to Anderson. You see Anderson standing on deck, so unless they made a late change, we'll find out as they come up anyway. All good.
Yeah.
Pitches down low and away. Nick Lanigan making the move behind the plate for the catching duties this year.
Is that a normal position for him, Chopper?
No. I think he said he did a little bit when he was a youngster.
Yeah.
The age groups, but he's been out there in the field further, especially in the outfield, for quite a while now. 3 balls, 1 strike to count here. We're just short of 1 catcher in the Northcote 2 Premier sides at the moment. So while they build another one from the base, as that one comes through the zone to pick up the outs.
I see Nick around the junior softball bit too, Chopper. He's putting effort in across the board. He's got the under 15 rep side and putting them through some pretty strong paces.
Yeah, he's really putting his hand up high at the moment, isn't he?
He is. I think we're back on track here. Mueller must have been hiding somewhere.
Yeah, he was just tricking.
Yep.
Just tricking, he says, as he steps in here, does the veteran slugger for Hibiscus Coast. This one is down and away.
Yeah, as we were saying earlier, Chopper, Steve's a veteran, but boy, he stepped up in the batting this season and is loving it and enjoying it. Put one over the fence last week and with a runner on, so he was pretty chuffed with that effort.
They talk about players getting a maturity in their approach to batting, and the best hitting comes in their 30s, to be fair, of their career. I'm not going to say Mueller's in his 30s.
He'd be pleased to hear it, or even think you were considering it.
However, he is hitting the ball really, really well at the moment. Gibson rears back, tries to find that outside edge, can't quite get it.
Yeah, the count's mounting a wee bit here. I think we got a full house yet.
Yeah, just wait for Hickman to give us a signal.
Yep.
3 balls and 1 strike. So hitter's count here for the dangerous hitter, Stephen Mueller.
And there he goes.
Ball sails away, and that'll allow a walk for Mueller, who'll head down to first base. Northcote Maroon run out victors over East Coast Bays in the earlier match up at 2:30. 8 runs to 1 in that contest. East Coast Bays got the first run of the ball game at the top of the first. Then she was all one-way traffic after that, unfortunately. But some good young players coming through the farm system from East Coast Bays.
Yeah, I hear on the grapevine, you might be able to correct me, there's a Canadian pitcher joining them shortly. You heard that one, Chopper?
Yeah, of course. Came out last year, Nick Thiessen. Well, this one gets away, and Mueller will head down to second base. And no big invite needed for him to grab an extra bit of real estate. Yeah, Nate Thiessen came down last season for Northcote. We loaned him to East Coast Bays because they needed some help with their premier pitching depth. And he's come back this year. And he played the half season, got an injury, so stayed home for the second half. But he's coming back after the U18 World Cup of Mexico, which starts in a couple of weeks' time. So should be down here in about 3 or 4 weeks' time to finish out the season for East Coast Bay. So that's fantastic.
That's just got to add more competition here in North Harbour.
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, he's got
this one just gets away, and Mueller now down to third base. He's got it all going on today. Oscar Anderson just waiting for his opportunity in the batter's box here. Hard hit ball. Will go foul down right field line, out of play. As Oscar, his batting exploits at the Club Nationals last year, they were good, weren't they?
They were amazing. Ended up being top batter for the country.
Now
which made him very proud.
That's a big feat to do for any Kiwi, but for an import player to pick up that trophy, I haven't seen that in a very, very long time. So well done to young Oscar Anderson.
And you analyse that a little bit, Chopper. Playing for HBC, he was coming up against the best pitchers, and
this one gets away. Coming home is Mueller. Will he get there in time? And unfortunately not. as he stacked out a little too ambitious to try and squeeze that one across the plate. That'll do us through one complete no score in this one between these two teams. It is a good game, though. I think we're going to see these two battle each other all the way to the very, very end. Back with more action from you live here from Pure Athletic Sports Stadium. We come back. Top of the second. Welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, to Pure Athletic Sports Stadium. Got ourselves a goodie here between HBC and Northcote Maroon in the Premier Men's competition. I'm Jason Gerbes, aka Chopper. Joining in the booth is life member of the North Harbour Softball Association. Pretty much taken every role over the time, Trevor Smith. Thank you, Trevor, for taking the time to be with us today. Of course, HBC, your club, but you're always here helping with the softball at this association anyway.
Just living the dream of my passion for softball, Chopper.
Well, yes,
I'm where I am when I want to be, when I can be.
Well, that's the idea, isn't it? Without a doubt. Great to have you, my friend. And, of course, that induction into the North Harbour Softball Life membership. What was that, 2021? No.
Yeah,
around that time?
Yeah, around that time.
Yeah, did. Well deserved. Of course, Trevor was involved with C. Lanigan, just ripped this one to left field. He'll head down to first base. Trevor was responsible as one of the key members of an organising committee for 2013's World Cup, a World Championship hosted right here at Rosedale, and they built this great facility here, the two diamonds at that time. Big legacy left behind at North Harbour. Slow ground at a shortstop. He'll have to make a quick throw, and he can't quite get it there in time. Ryan Love just squeezing every ounce out of his legs to get down to first base.
Yeah, I think the shortstop was looking at two, but we didn't have anybody there, and he had to go for one, so time was lost. But everything was happening pretty quick.
It tends to happen quick, doesn't it? So Lanigan at 2, Love at first now. We'll bring up player coach Callum Ryan.
Now there's this old hand Chopper. Callum's been around a long, long time, mate.
He sure has indeed.
He's still hitting the ball.
A bit like Stephen Mueller, really.
Yeah.
And when you compare the two, a senior veteran of the squad these days, obviously player coach, and when you get in that twilight years of your career, you've really figured everything out, hitting-wise. Kind of pick what the pitcher's going to throw, identify it a little better. You've got the mechanics of your swing dialed in, and understand your mechanics, I think, is the key.
Yes, yeah. Becomes a natural instinct after that many miles on the clock, eh?
Yeah, it does indeed. And sacrifice bunt attempt just missed. The runners will stay at second and third here. steps back in. 1-2 the count now. No outs to the top of the second. No score either. Ball down low.
I think these runners are showing Oscar a wee bit of respect at this stage, Chopper.
We could see him kind of pounce up for a throw there, didn't he?
Yep. I tell you, the fielders need to be on their toes because they won't know exactly where it's going.
Rise ball just misses the top of the zone from Dowd. I'll tell you what, he wanted that one too. Full count now. If I had $1 for every time a pitcher wanted a pitch, Trevor, I'd be a wealthy man.
Exactly. Here we go.
Full count now. Slow roller. Tough play for Dowd. Can he make it? Throw over. He just doesn't get there. But I've got to tell you, the effort from Jaden Dowd was superhuman.
And the accuracy of the throw. He was nearly on his back when he let that one go.
Had to go a long way. They're the toughest ones to defend against. A swinging bunt, basically, off the bat of Callum Ryan.
It was pretty much a hit and run, wasn't it? All the runners were moving, didn't give JD much time to make a decision.
Youngster coming through the ranks, Northcote. Jesse Fuller now. First pitch he says is a drop ball right down Main Street. Loaded bases here.
None out.
Top of the second innings. Oh, Dowd just dances his way through the strike zone. Induces a swing from Fuller. 2 strikes now.
He needs this one.
Northcote team looking intently on from the dugout.
Got him.
And another drop ball, another good delivery, and as you so rightly put it, got him.
That's my HBC coming out, Chopper. I don't want to influence this commentary, but my heart's with the team.
Fair enough. Nothing wrong with that whatsoever.
Mind
this
you,
country's built on people believing in their clubs and colours.
Yes.
This one comes down just below the zone to Moana Hibbert now. Just one away here, so opportunity still there for Northcote. Loaded bases situation. Jaden Dowd looking to work himself out of the jam. Rise ball misses up top. So hitters count now. HBC would love a double play here. Line drive, stand on the base type situation would really work a charm.
Take the pressure off.
Slow roller, tough play. Got to go to 1, and the throw is good to get him at 1. But Northcote, as you saw, come across and score the opening run of the ball game on the plate. And to be fair to the shortstop for HBC, there was nowhere else you could go, Michael Pelagawagan. With the way that ball came from slowly, you had to make the play at first base. Couldn't get him at home.
It drew the third bag in, and it was open for the short throw, but I think they got away pretty well. 1 in, 2 down.
Lincoln Hurley now. It's good. I'm glad to see Trevor. Young Jackson has just arrived to do the camera at first base for us. Tell you, he should put a jacket on, make sure he stays nice and warm.
You can have one of mine if you like.
Yeah.
I've got 3.
He's going to do a great job. He's done a good job on the camera.
Good old Jacko.
Yeah, good boy. As we see Jaden Dowd get the job done here, takes care of business for the 3rd out. Not before Northcote do pick up a run in the top of the 2nd inning. So we're back, more action in the bottom of the 2nd, and Hibiscus Coast come out to play. See you soon. Well, welcome back here, ladies and gentlemen, to the bottom of the second innings. We've got ourselves a good one going. It is HBC taking on Northcote. And this one is, we're just waiting for a little bit of housekeeping out here as John Hickman's going to take care of a bit of business as he walks over to the Hibiscus Coast dugout. Make sure maybe he's looking for an on-deck batter. I don't know. Either way, as long as he's happy, we're happy here. I hope you're all happy, and thank you so much for tuning in here to North Harbour Softball Association's round 6 of Premier Men's competition as they got their season underway early.
Bit of confusion here, Chopper, on who's...
I just think they want to clarify who's batting. You're dead right. And I think because Oscar Anderson was batting, I think it was a walk issued.
Yeah.
And then Mueller came and got tagged out. But they're questioning, was it a walk or was Oscar Anderson still at bat and should he be batting lead off here? That's their question.
Yeah.
There you go, they're happy now. And that's what I had in my school book, but to be fair, my writing's not that clear. Trevor?
And your writing's about as clear as my thinking. But we've got it straightened out.
We are indeed. Tyler Job will lead off Amit Swami and Roger Smith will bat 1, 2, 3 here for Hibiscus Coast in the bottom of the second innings. First pitch is down and away. Well, that was clear as mud, wasn't it?
Yeah. Even you and I knew that. Was worth a try, though.
It was worth a try.
I'm not sure who was trying.
Let's try and get Oscar back in the batter's box.
Yeah.
As many times as possible.
Yeah. It wouldn't have anything to do with the coach, would it?
Now, I asked this question actually. When you bat someone in the wrong position in the order, if the opposition pick it up, it's an automatic out. Right?
Correct. Yeah. But they have to discover it.
And if they don't, it's all good.
Yes.
So theoretically, you could put the same batter up there 3 times in a row. As long as no one says anything, it's all good.
Totally.
It's crazy. I've never tried it, but it's always a first.
There's a big risk, though, isn't there?
There is indeed.
Yeah. That's, I think, why you see so many scorers. Each team always has a scorer, plus the official. So there's no grey areas. There's more scorers than umpires.
Hard hit ball. Davies scoops it up and over in time. Nice play by the shortstop from Northcote. So with one away here in the bottom of the second innings, Amit Swami.
I like the way you pronounce that, Chopper. You've got your tongue right around his name.
He's a sharp-looking character, isn't he?
He sure is. I think not just on the softball field, Chopper.
Yeah. No, I'd imagine that's the case. This one comes through the zone. To be fair, though, I've really enjoyed the influx of the Great Britain players over the last couple of years, Trevor. It's a nice change. We normally obviously get Canadians, Australians, a lot.
Yes.
And obviously the odd American and stuff, and a few South Americans, but not many from Great Britain, and it's great to see them here. And unfortunately, Swami goes down on strikes.
It is great to see them here, and they've returned, so they must enjoy being here as well.
Yeah. Well, with the hospitality of Hibiscus Coast, how could you not enjoy it, Trevor?
There's one didn't return, and maybe that's because he was painting my house.
Did he finish the job? That's the question.
He finished the job.
Good man.
No, that was Carl.
Everyone loved Carl.
Everybody loved Carl.
Yeah, great young man.
They tell me he's found a girlfriend, and
good on him.
He's short of money, or it's made him poorer. I'm not sure what the answer is.
Well, he's a generous guy. He's probably brought her like 12 gold bracelets.
Yep.
All of those things that make everyone happy, I suppose, or whatever. I hope he's enjoyed himself. If he's listening to today's broadcast, Carl.
Yeah, he was a top man. We're missing him.
We enjoyed his company last year, and we hope to see you sometime soon.
Yep. That'd be really neat.
Hibiscus Coast dugout. I'm missing Carl too. This one goes through. Actually, they came in and did a little bit of commentary he quite enjoyed that, getting the opportunity to do that.
He did. He was a master of all trades.
Yeah, did the ground crew, you name it.
Yep, I spent many happy hours with him in the build-up to World Series, knocking the park into shape, and he had many trades under his belt.
I think that's a good thing about softball, is they're willing to help out, aren't they?
Yep.
Really makes
He's one
a
of
difference.
those guys you call a good bugger, eh?
A good bugger.
Yep.
There you go.
Right, what's this batter up to, Chopper?
Yeah, well, you'd know him. Roger Smith here, 1 and 2 the count. That'll level it up 2 and 2 now.
If he can hit this ball, I will have taught him everything I know.
Well, you heard it here. If he hits this ball, I would have taught him everything we know. Let's find out on a 2-2 count. Here comes Gibson. And he checks it. Sorry, it was a full count. Checks his swing and goes down to first base with a patiently well-educated walk. There, Trevor.
Yeah, the patience I taught him.
Well, there you go. So one part of it.
Yeah, look, he's played a lot of ball. And taught a lot of people a lot of ball too.
Greg Anderson now. And Smith down first base running.
Going back to Roger Chopper.
Yeah.
He's coaching 5 teams at the moment.
5?
Yeah.
Is that because he can't count to 6, or how does it work? Off and running
He's
on the
gone.
pitch.
And the hit.
And he'll get safely to second, and no chance for Anderson to get over to first base, though, for the third out. That'll do us through 2 complete. That is Northcote with a slender lead at this point. 1 run to 0. Top of the third coming up next. See you soon.
Hi, I'm Les Kendall, CEO of Temperzone. Innovation is at our core to produce ever more relevant technology, pushing the bounds of currently available solutions. Temperzone has embarked on our own decarbonising and sustainability journey, reducing our impact on the environment and the way we operate at all levels, and transitioning into a more sustainable and efficient organisation. Our products and services can assist others to make the transition and act as enabling technology to transition to zero carbon, pushing the bounds of currently available solutions and technologies that are safe and sustainable from the manufacture, installation, maintenance through to whole-of-life considerations in the circular economy.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, here to Pure Athletic Sports Stadium on a picture postcard day here on North Harbour as we get underway. This Premier Men's Round 6 competition. Great to have you along for it. I say postcard, and the postcard is probably from Iceland at the moment with the way the temperature is. Trevor Smith in the booth with me. I said, would Trev want to come in the booth? He goes, yeah, it's going to be warm.
That's my motivation, Chopper.
Fair enough.
Total motivation.
Hard hit ball through the 5-6 hole, and that will allow Hugh Davies to lead off single. Jaden Dowd, of course, been around the game for a while, some success a few years back. Good to see the enthusiasm and the spirit of competition running through his veins again.
You know, he got sidetracked for a while on stock cars.
Right.
And it's good to see him. He might have sacrificed some of that time for softball this year, so we might see the best out of him this year.
Fantastic. Obviously, left-handed option for Hibiscus Coast. Facing Zeth Gibson, left-handed batter. That works a charm as he snails a drop ball down and inside. 2 strikes a count now.
Yeah, he had JD lined up for the under-23s at one stage.
Right.
Was pretty close.
Yeah. Little change of pace is beauty. He'll take care of Gibson. Davies will go down to second base of the play. So 1 away here
when you say JD's been around a while, he has been around a while, but he's still a young guy.
Yeah, no, but by all means, I didn't mean it in any other way.
No, but it's. I was surprised. I think he's only mid-20s, isn't he? Early 20s.
Well, conference has been had in the middle. They're all set on the same page as Anderson wanted to talk to the young Jaden Dow. One away here. Top of the third innings. Northcote leading by 1. Karabrona starting second baseman. This one comes through the edge of the zone. Pick off back to 2. There's that arm you were talking about from Anderson. Didn't even see that throw coming.
It's a percentage game with Oscar. The throws keep going and he's going to get one.
Eventually, some stage. Rona fouls this one off. Comes back in, doesn't muck around. A lot of young players these days, they play the game at pace, don't they, Trevor?
I like it. I like it. It's the way it used to be.
Oh, change of pace, and boy, oh boy, that did not
close.
miss by much. Dowd will take a long walk back, get the ball at the back of the circle. 1 ball, 2 strikes. Did he just signal your number 1, or was that ball high? One of the two. Either one makes me laugh. Ooh, that one just too far away to be given.
He's got a bit of room to work on because he's 2-2 on the count now.
Sure is indeed.
And Caleb's no slug at the batting.
New Zealand representative, 2 World Cups at the U19 category, and Dowd rears back.
Yes.
Really looking good in there today is Jaden Dowd, showing all of his experience and spirit of competition to get that out. Lanigan now, boy oh boy, gets a pitcher's strike here, does Dowd. Let's lead this one off. Davies still poised at second base. 2 away now though. And a swing over the top, and Dowd, he's just found his range, hasn't he?
I think he's got stronger as the game's built.
Definitely feels that way.
He hasn't had a lot of time on the mound this season, so it's great to see he's...
Hard hit ball, tough play, backhanded, and the throw is good.
Whoa,
what a play from Michael Peligawagan, a shortstop for Hibiscus Coast. That was top shelf, Trevor.
That was top shelf. He was a long way back for that throw, and it was late coming. Boy, oh boy.
Boy, oh boy, indeed. Fantastic softball here today between Hibiscus Coast and Northcote. More action to come. We come back in the bottom of the third innings and a real tight one here, 1 run to 0. It is Northcote leading. See you soon.
Your team lose again, bro? I've never seen a ball bounce like that before.
The weekend's for calls. Make yours at tab.co.nz.
Bottom of the third innings here, 1-0. Northcote leading. Hibiscus Coast be looking to jump into that lead here. They've looked the goods when they've had the opportunity to have Hibiscus Coast. They just want to convert those goods when they do get that opportunity now. That'll be the right fielder Hayden Wahanui, followed by top of the shot Pelagowagan and Young. 1, 2 and 3 here for the Coasters.
Can be dangerous with the bat. I haven't seen it a lot this season, but in past season... Oops.
This one fouls back. Got a question for you, Trevor. I was talking to Auntie Rowe about this a little bit earlier. A couple of the clubs on the shore have got a double-barreled name. Atiawa Toa Roosters, Birkdale Falcons. HBC ever thought about having a name?
I thought that, yeah, most of their teams do.
Hibiscus Coast something? Has
Yeah.
ever thought about maybe? Like take Northcote as example. We don't have one. But we are going for a rebranding process at the moment.
Yep.
So just wondering if we do add one. Do we need to? Just curious.
Oh, look, I don't want to be their spokesman, but I'd suggest that they'd be keen on that. And they used to.
Right.
A lot of their teams, my phone's gone dead. I'd look up and see what the rest of the club's doing, because I certainly know the juniors have all.
Oh, yeah, the junior teams within the clubs tend to have a name, don't
Yeah.
they? That's to help decipher the teams amongst each other.
Yeah, when they've got two teams in one grade
exactly.
or whatever. But when you adopt a name like that, is that for your club?
Well, that's what I'm
or
asking
for
for a
your
club.
grade?
No, a club name.
A club name,
Club
right.
where they're having a double barrel. Like take the Auckland Blues and the Super Rugby franchise, Wellington Hurricanes. You know.
Brisbane Broncos.
Yeah, you got it.
Yeah.
I'm not saying you have to, but
No, I like the idea. Yeah.
Well, a couple of clubs on the shore, of course, yours, ours, Northcote, East Coast Bays don't have one either.
Yeah.
But just kind of curious.
Well, we'll sow the seed, eh? See what we can do there. Well,
Ground ball up the middle, and here's what you were talking about earlier there with Pelagowagan, as you see him going down to first base, and he is not healthy right now.
I think they need to take him out. Gee, they've been nursing that one for 2 weeks now.
Is that right?
He slid in home. And
We can see him in the back of the dugout here to your right there, Trevor, if you ever look up on the screen. You see him in the back of the dugout sitting down. He's definitely in a bit of pain down there.
Yeah. Oh, I better send the nurse down, eh?
Yeah, well, hopefully we can get him sorted. That's for sure. I want to see his play continue here as a fantastic athlete.
Well, he's an all-rounder. He's a base runner. He's a batter. He's a fielder. And that armour, his chopper, like there's not many areas you could improve on.
George Young now. Let's see what he can improve on for the batting order for Hibiscus Coast. Stingrays? No.
I like it.
We're going to think of one for you.
Because a lot of them have been sponsorship type names in the past, haven't
Yeah,
they?
yeah.
That seems to have disappeared a bit.
Well, you would think potentially with a club like Hibiscus Coast, I called you the Coasters because you're out on the coast here.
And that's the way they love. Yeah.
You would think maybe something associated with the sea or
Like the Seagulls.
Hibiscus Coast Seagulls, yeah.
Does that needs a bit of rhythm with it, eh?
What about the Hibiscus Coast White Pointers?
Oh, yes.
Oh, one down the edge, a good one too. That'll pick up the third out of here. Just kind of lost the scoreboard a little bit, apologies. And we'll take care of business between Hibiscus Coast, Manta Rays, and Northcote. No, I'm just telling you.
Come on.
We'll come up with something for sure.
Well, let's take time out. We'll draw something out of the hat.
At least it's not like Hibiscus Coast koala bears or something, mate. It's okay. It's okay.
Let's stick to the white pointers, eh?
All right, fair enough. Top of the fourth coming up next. 1-0, Northcote leading. Back soon.
What's he up to now? probably working on his career.
Oh. Beep, beep.
What are you up to, Matai?
Reversing.
Have you got your ticket?
Yep. I start a new job driving a forklift on Monday.
I thought you worked in an office.
Don't limit yourself, Brian. It's never too late to make smarter choices. How's Karen?
Take control of your career with Trade Staff.
Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. We've got ourselves a brilliant game going here. Top of the fourth innings, 1-0 Northcote leading Hibiscus Coast in their Premier Men's Division here of the North Harbour Softball Association. Great to bring you that on behalf of Ballpark Broadcasting. Wherever you're watching from today around New Zealand, all the world. It's our pleasure to bring that to you. I'm Jason Gerbes, aka Chopper. Trevor Smith, lifetime member of North Harbour Softball, in the booth with us. Build it and they will come. We had a little chat a couple of days ago around Trevor's time here at North Harbour as we see Ryan Love swing over the top of that one. About his moments because North Harbour's got their 50th Jubilee coming up this year, Trevor.
That's creating a bit of excitement, Chopper.
Inside out swing. Oh, on one leg.
They've got to take him off.
One leg. Michael Pelligawagan, the shortstop, still makes the out. I don't know how.
I was still seeing him hopping in the air on the one leg.
Well,
we got a
let's
replay
take
on
a
that
look.
one, Chopper.
Let's take a look at the dugout here for Hibiscus Coast. We need one of those
Pretty
guys.
skinny, isn't
Mueller's the DP, so he can't do it. Who's down the end there? Get on out there.
Well, that's Leo, the other
Wow.
pitcher.
Get in there for your fellow countryman, buddy.
Yeah. Oh, wait a minute. Ashton Brown's there too, I think, isn't he?
Oh, there you go. Yeah, there's a couple on the bench.
Yep.
I'm guessing Michael Pelligawagan's like, I'm okay. Leave me out there. I want to play.
Oh, he's tough nut. There's no question about that. Determined. Softball's his passion. He won't be wanting to let the team down.
Callum Ryan now. This one will pop up to third base, and the throw is good from the third baseman, Roger Smith.
Was that throw good? Or
I think the throw was okay.
It was in the right direction.
Oh, you're a tough marker. I'm glad you didn't score any of my exams when I was coming through school, that's for sure.
We got the out. So we got two now.
Sure did. Jesse Fuller now. Top of the fourth innings here.
Yeah, Chopper, going back to these facilities,
Yeah.
you know, you overlook the fact that we've got this great facility, but it's also got lights. World-class lights.
Sure does.
HDMI standard, it's and they just play here every night of the week.
Yep, they sure can.
Yeah.
As long as they like to. No neighbours to get annoyed by the glare of the lights from the stadium or the field.
It's just a great facility. Out in the open fields, there's another
16 diamonds down there.
16 diamonds down there.
Brilliant, isn't it?
Yeah.
Really good. Hive of activity today on opening day for all the other grades, junior grades and other adult grades that got their competitions underway. And Bouncy Castle was going. Kids were enjoying themselves. And, of course, as North Harbour does, celebration band is on tonight. Cup of tea. Chance for you to polish off those, dust off those twinkle dancing shoes of yours, Trevor. Should I say you shake a boogie one time?
Oh, they're well cobwebbed up now, I tell you, Chopper. But it shows the heart that North Harbour has with...
This one's up, skied up. Underneath it is the right
fielder.
fielder. Hey, a jiggle and a juggle. By
I thought that was over his back somehow.
Hayden Wahanui. And
I think he's just teasing the crowd.
He
Chopper
was definitely teasing the crowd there, Trevor, and entertained us at the same time. So Goody finishes off the top of the fourth innings. Bottom of the fourth coming up next. 1-0 Northcote.
Your ideas, your plans, your vision for your dream home. At Golden Homes, we work with you to create a home you'll love living in. With total design flexibility, our exclusive gold standard building system and Zog steel framing proven to withstand magnitude 9 earthquake activity, your new Golden Home will have all the strength, comfort and sophistication you've been dreaming of.
It's a better home you'll own. Golden Homes.
Golden Homes. Call 0800 22 22 36.
The senior veteran, Stephen Mueller, will get us underway here in the bottom of the fourth innings. Yeah, Mueller's looked good today, Trevor, hasn't he? Like fine wine.
I think they gave him a walk last time, did they?
Yeah, and got all the way around to third base.
Oh, yes.
Remember?
He was close to that equaling run or first run.
Yeah, he tried to turn the clock right all the way back to come in and score. Unfortunately, tagged out coming home. This one comes through the zone this time. Overcast day today, but no rain, as Trevor put earlier. We're happy with that, Trev, aren't we?
Well, we're happy, all right, but the threat's there for tomorrow. That cyclone's making its way towards us.
Oh, is it?
And it's not a healthy forecast for tomorrow. Oh.
Ground ball comebacker up the middle, and I'll throw it over in time to erase the first out here in the bottom of the fourth innings.
Right, Anderson.
Right, Anderson. That sounds like an instruction, Trev.
It was. I met with him last week, and I said things have changed this year. Last year I used to witness a lot of games, 6-1, 2-1, 3-1. I said this year we're putting runners on for when you hit it over the fence. So, but we've got no runners on once again when he's come to bat. I promised him.
I think you're right in saying, though, that things have changed. Hibiscus Coast team is on the way up. And,
yeah, they've had lots of runners on. And
really like to see them go to Club Nationals this year, Trev.
They'll be there.
Good.
They'll be there.
It's in Hutt Valley this year in March.
Yep.
Of course, there's the other club circuit they should be participating. I'm sure they're going to this year of the Ramblers tournament that's just before Christmas. And then after Christmas, the Vic Guth, the big one. Inside out swing, big hit here from Anderson. One bounce off the fence, and he's off to the races. It is a stand-up double for the young catcher from Denmark.
I think he stood and admired that hit for too long, Chopper. Hey,
you tell him, Trev. You get up him. Get up him.
There was another base in that, Oscar.
Well, he did the first thing you asked him. You told him to get going, and he got going for you.
He did. I think if I was batting that well, I might have admired that hit too. I think it was into the head wind too, so it tells you it was a strong hit.
Tyler Job now. This one down low, and that'll mean Anderson will scamper down to third base.
Well, we've got them in a scoring position. One down.
Big opportunity here for Job, that's for sure. Just outside.
He got a hit away last time, did he? A high one, caught out.
Yeah,
refresh my
memory.
He's a good player.
He's a good player, Job.
Oh, he's solid. Yep.
This one comes down the edge of the zone. So 2-1 the count here. Anderson still poised over at third base, and he's 60 feet away from scoring the tying run here for Hibiscus Coast. Through the wickets. Not far enough for
Got
Anderson,
me
though.
excited. It was that a ploy, Chopper? Straight and let it through.
I'd like to say yes, but I highly
Kept
doubt
the
so.
runner.
Yeah. It was a good fortuitous bounce there for, as you'll see from this camera angle behind the home plate there. Not a lot of room, but good ricochet. You do have a chance to come home for sure. And precise with the next delivery. Will fill the count 3-2 on job. Just one away here, top of the fourth innings. This one fouls off. They'll come home though. The tag, and he is out. Anderson's not too sure about it. He's saying it got me in the shoulder.
So I had my hand out. Yeah, from where I'm sitting, it looks safe, Chopper.
Well, I'm glad you said it on there. John Hickman, home plate umpire, he's the one that matters here, and you see him coming to screenshot from the left-hand side. He was right there.
I was going to qualify that, Chopper.
Yeah.
He was in a far better position than where I am.
Way to reel yourself back in there,
Yes.
Trev. Off to the races now on the pass ball.
That could have been the
job.
time.
And that might have been a better one to come home on, that's for
Yes.
sure. Good play, though, by first base to get their ball back in. The tag, the quick Anderson before he comes into home plate. This one just outside. Schwami knows how to rise to the occasion.
Yes.
A single here could tie up the game anyway.
We need to.
And can't catch up with it on the outer edge.
You talked about Nick catching there, Chopper. Callum has filled in a bit of catching, hasn't he? The veteran.
I think what the last bit you just said, as that one goes through the wickets, that'll allow job down to third base, is saying that a veteran, Callum Ryan, and he's kind of pulled the veteran card. He's like, you can get in there.
Yeah, youth can get in there. She becomes pretty hard on the knees as the old age marches on.
I just see the Interfreight trucks just arrived, Trev, for the band tonight.
Oh, good.
And of course, they parked that outside Trev's deck, outside the club rooms, and the band sets up, and the party will be rocking with the lights and everything going. Should be a good night tonight, Trev.
Whoa.
Schwami, real patient, picks up the walk. He'll head down to first base. So runners in the corners now for Hibiscus Coast. Really got something going here in the bottom of the fourth, Trevor.
It's a good place to put the pressure on.
Well,
what are they going to do,
what are you going to say to this guy? Does he have to perform, or does he get a free pass? Roger Smith up, son of Trevor.
Well, he doesn't have a choice. I'm sure. I'm sure if we turned the volume down, we'd hear the wife giving instructions. She's sitting there in the crowd.
Yeah.
She's very clear on what she expects. Nothing
Indeed.
short of the best.
And down the tram line, a good one here. Levels the count 1-1. No movement from Schwami at first base yet. 2 down. They don't want to give away the third outs. But if it gets to second, a single from Smith could give them the lead here. This one comes off, and he's off and running. They'll throw to 3. And he's back in time, though. Gee, a lot happening there, Trev.
Oh, that's what I love about this game. Keeps you on the edge of your seat. It's got that runner up to 2, so we've broken the force. Pretty important on this single, as you talked about. Do you think that's coming shortly?
It's the opportunity to grab the lead here for Roger Smith, that's for sure. Ground ball outside. Can't squeeze it.
I don't want to load it. We want the single. We want the single, Chopper.
Greg Anderson waiting on deck if he does get that opportunity with loaded bases. Hit his count here for Smith first. Ground ball, other way, and just goes foul. When I say just goes foul. Full count. Need to mark those lines a little bit wider on that side, Trev.
Or put a bend in them.
Settle back in here, full count now. Bouncer straight back. And no play to get an out here. And apologies, full count now. Yeah, I'll tell you what, that one hopped short.
Boy, it
Great
come
back to
back quick though.
Yeah, Perspect and ricocheted back out. Tense out there at the moment. Bottom of the fourth innings. Ground ball the other way. Knocked down by Ryan. Can't make the play at first base. And just like that, in the blink of an eye, HBC have tied the ball game.
Well, that's with that single. It was a hard drive. It was a hard drive. Ryan made every effort, eh?
Hard, sharp drive indeed by Roger Smith. Ricochets off the glove of the first baseman, Callum Ryan. Smith beats it out and allows a run to come in for HBC. Tied this baby up in the bottom of the fourth. Got ourselves a real ball game here, Roger.
Sure have. Sure have. We're just back in the same situation. Runner on 1 and 3. And he's gone.
Yes. Throw it to second base. Gibson's like, no, let's just get the batter here. Hibiscus Coast got a chance to make this a real crooked number. Curveballs. We see Gibson to take a knee there. They'll call time to make sure he's okay.
What are the pitchers thinking about the pitching mound this year, Chopper, with throwing those mats away?
Yeah.
It puts it up to international standard.
It sure does. Second year of the Premier competition playing off the block here in North Harbour. You can see the pitchers getting better and better at it as they work more innings from the block. This one outside just grabs the edge of the zone, and boy, it must have been just.
I would prefer not to comment on that one. It mightn't be appropriate.
Oh, Roger. Oh, I tell you what, if you thought the other one was wide, this one's got real merit on it. I've lost the count too. Oh, it's a full count. There you go. Change of pace, 5-6 hole, off the glove. One comes in, looking to score 2, and 2 comes in. And just like that, in the blink of an eye, Hibiscus Coast, Monterey, Stingrays, Koala Bears, call them what you like, but they lead 3 runs to 1. Well, happy days
So what
here.
about Surfers?
Surfers?
The Rewa Surfers. Yeah, we're getting thrown some wild cards out there now, aren't we? Eh?
Well, fantastic innings. So big innings for Hibiscus Coast here, no matter what you want to call them. Anderson driving that one off the glove. I would call it a hit, to be honest with you.
Absolutely. That was a drive. Yeah, I hope Coach Leon's watching this. He's sitting in Rome ready for the Rugby World Cup final.
No, someone's got to skive off.
Yep.
I guess he calls that work.
Yeah, well, wouldn't you?
Yeah.
I've seen you around the countryside or the worldwide.
Anyway, to claim it, I 100% call it work.
He's got to be pretty pleased the way his team's performing.
Oh, yeah, big opportunity for the All Blacks tomorrow morning.
Yep.
Against South Africa. To be fair, I think the whole country in New Zealand were realistic of their chances going into the World Cup, especially after hiding against South Africa and hiding in the opening match against France.
Yes.
And boy, have they turned it around.
They have risen to the occasion without question.
This one just missing low. You're really proud of the All Blacks at the moment. Wahan Nui, proud of him too. He's got an opportunity to keep this fourth innings rolling here. 3 runs scored already in it from Hibiscus Coast. Dead balls that'll come down and off the leg of Wahanui.
I thought I saw him limping before. He'll be limping a wee bit more now.
2 balls and 2 strikes here. Full count. Just missing outside. That'll fool the count completely now. Hibiscus Kai's up against the rail. They're happy in the dugout. 3 runs plated, as we mentioned, here in the innings. Gibson leans back.
Oops.
And he will take care of business. Won't be happy, Gibson, though, surrendering those 3 runs. Admittedly, came off a couple of gloves at the same time. You just got to give it to Hibiscus Coast in this case, as they got the opportunity and they took it with both hands. They lead by 3 runs to 1 as we will head to the top of the 4th innings, and I'll try and bring Trevor Smith back down from that cloud he's skating around on right now. Congratulations, well done. Back soon with more action here live from Pure Athletic Stadium. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. A real ball game here. Hibiscus Coast just played at 3 runs in the bottom of the 4th innings. Top of the 5th now. Northcote will look to reply. And they'll set up Moana Hibbert, Lincoln Hurley, and Hugh Davies. 1, 2, 3. By the way, I managed to get Trevor Smith down from that cloud. He was zooming around, and after those 3 runs came in the bottom of the 4th. But that's going to make you proud, Trev.
It made me so proud. It's they're just continuing the form. Continuing the form.
Plenty of
backing their pitcher up. And
slow grounder here developing, and he'll throw it over in time.
He used both legs that time, Chopper.
Yeah.
There was no one-leg deck there.
His gutsy character is Pelagwagon, who's shortstop for Hibiscus Coast. Lincoln Hurley now will get an opportunity, the right fielder for Northcote.
I think we've seen the HBC surface heads lift a wee bit out there again.
So not an animal, you're going for HBC surfers. Okay. Not surfing the internet, but surfing the waves up on that big beach at Audio there.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
We're thinking.
Are indeed, and can't hold a swing here, Hurley. Steps back in to go to work. He'll foul this one off though, and that'll go out of play.
Is that wind built a bit more out there by the way those flags are performing, Chopper?
Yeah, I don't know if you can see them in the distance here. A little left to right action on them.
Yep.
1 ball and 2 strikes the count here on Hurley. Watches this one down and low. Another good young fella coming out of the farm system for Northcote, Lincoln Hurley. Been playing softball since 4-year-old. Now getting his opportunity as a regular Premier men's player.
Got him.
And Dowd will take care of business. Always lefty on lefty is tough.
It's great to see these young guys coming through, Chopper. You know, North Harbour with that Prem grade back that's created a pathway that allows them to progress and hang in here. And and the mix of the younger and the older players. There's Northcote pretty gifted with their Black Sox players, and the young guys look up to them and perform.
They sure do indeed, and having two Premier Reserve teams, so Lincoln Hurley as an example, who just batted, he'll play a game for reserves earlier today.
Yep.
And then play topside after that. So 2 games this Saturday is getting more softball through him, more at-bats, more situational plays on top of his trainings. Got to make for a better pathway for that young man.
They playing in national teams, Chopper?
Yeah.
What age group do they fit into?
All those youngsters kind of had their go around through representative softball. Lincoln too old for that these days. So his next opportunity would be NFC. This one up the middle. And single to Hugh Davies. We'll put him on first base. I was kind of thinking about that actually, Trev, the other day. A while ago at Softball New Zealand, we had 2 different adult grades. We had NFC and then we had an NPC. And so NPC was for the teams that didn't make it into the top echelon of NFC. I.e., where does Hawke's Bay fit? Where does Manawatu fit? Where do these adult men's, women's teams play? Type thing. And the same for North Harbour. Could easily field 2 teams, one in the top echelon of NFC and then one in a next tier down. The likes of Lincoln Hurley and many other players.
Yep. And that creates the pathway that brings them on and strengthens the game nationally. I like the way the pattern of softball's falling again. Back in the mid-80s, the early 90s, softball was at its strength and it dropped away for a while, but it's making the comeback across the country. I hear Taranaki have started playing softball, got their association up and running again this season.
Wanganui are really pumping over there now as well.
Far north. It's spread through the country again. That's where the strength comes from.
It is. It's the whole of the country. It's not just the big centres that drive this great game of softball around the country. So great to see them all lifting and joining the program. I know one of my old areas, of course I'm from Hawke's Bay originally, but then Manawatu and then Rotorua. And they are getting back into action. My old club, Barra St. Michael's, have got a couple of teams back in the competition, playing in the Bay of Plenty League down there.
Yeah, it's and Mr. Goodall.
Yeah.
God, I've lost his first name.
Yeah, no, I think he's the president of Tauranga Softball. Or
yeah, he
Bay
has
of
been
Plenty.
for a few years.
Yeah.
Yes. Yep.
Yeah,
It takes a knowledgeable softball to get it up and running, who's prepared to put the effort and time in.
This one grounds out to take care of business himself, Will Anderson, and that'll nullify the thread here in the top of the 5th innings. I'll tell you what, Hibiscus guys have got a goodie going. Don't go anywhere, ladies and gentlemen.
We have.
Lots of softball to come here, and good softball. Hibiscus Coast leading the ball game 3 runs to 1.
He might not look like much in an apron, but that's John Miller, loving husband, relatively reliable plumber, and holder of the Bledisloe Cup and 2 Investex Super Rugby titles. Don't let the heels fool you. Wendy crushed 2 of the biggest names in men's tennis to go all the way at Wimbledon. Tony, one of New Zealand's most impressive multi-sport players. Try playing and taking out a rugby league grand final, a grand slam, and the New Zealand Cup all at once. Mary Adams came from nothing to take Cleveland to the playoffs. Where to next? Well, she won the New Zealand Derby with Ginger Nuts. Finally, meet Richard Sykes, a man with many loves, 80s hip-hop, whose dog barked Twain, and winning, specifically, the Cup final at Wembley. Now it's your turn. TAB, now you're in the game.
welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. Here we've got ourselves a beauty going. Hibiscus Coast taking on Northcote tonight. It is the HBC surfing Monterey Eels. The lead at this one is Trevor Smith will get a chuckle out of that. They're leading 3-1 here in the bottom of the bottom of the fifth innings. Apologies, but got to be stoked with the way this game has gone so far for HBC. Trev,
is this Pellywagon batting? He's still hopping on that one leg, mate.
Does that answer your question?
Yes, it does. It does.
He's got to hit the ball over the fence. He's got no chance to get the first base.
Yeah, I don't know what he'll do from that point on.
This one down the tram line. He's not going to want one on the outside edge too. He's going to want one right on the inside edge. Try and loft it out of here. 2-2 the count now.
Just a nice hole over second base there, Chopper. Let's line that one up, eh?
This one goes back to the screen. A full count now on Pellywagon. And get him on the outside edge. I tell you what.
We know where that call is now, don't we?
I tell you what, if you were surfing, that's where the break is. Right out there wide on the reef. That's for sure.
Yep.
Michael Pellywagon will be like, oh, I tell you, boys, there's outside and then there's outside. Back to the action here. Poor bugger. It's got only one leg, and the strike zone's 12 feet wide. George Young now.
My fishing bait, Santa, when we're on the beach at Rewa next time, I'll be having the discussion, do you think?
A little gentle reminder. Mind you, you're leading by 2 runs. I'm sure you don't have to remind him about much.
No.
George Young now.
I tell a story, Chopper.
Yeah.
I do a bit of drone fishing with my long line, and I pulled down on the beach at Hatfield's Beach there, and this guy is fishing, and I thought I better ask him what side of the I can put my line out.
Yep.
And the guy turns around, and it's Santa. We both couldn't believe we were talking to each other.
3-1 the count here on Young. And he will pick up the walk and head down a first
And we have
base.
the Mueller to bat. Are they going to build on these runs, or are they going to sit on what they got?
An opportunity here, dead right, for Hibiscus Coast to try and extend this lead. Bottom of the fifth innings. Games go for an hour 45. We did start 10 minutes late, so normally would have finished at 4:30 start, would have finished at 6:15. Should 6:25. Yeah, thanks for the math there.
You made it easy for me, mate. I was lost otherwise.
So that's approximately what we're looking at as a finish time, 6:25.
And where are we at the moment?
We've got only 1 minute past, so 24 minutes to go. Plenty of time.
We're going to see a 7 innings.
Yeah, it looks like it. I think the flow of the game has been nice and quick, hasn't it?
It has, actually. I like the gap between the innings. They seem to whip it through. It's not a dragged out occasion.
Indeed, and unfortunately for Mueller, go down on strikes there for the second out. That brings up to bat now your man, Oscar Anderson.
Oh, come on.
This one gets away, and that'll allow Young to scamper to second base.
A bit of hesitation there, though. I thought he was going to be caught in the middle.
You're not happy, are you? You're the rugby.
No, I only want the best.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair enough. This one just misses outside. Anderson feels like he might get pitched around of this at bat. After ripping it to the fence, one bounce. May be the case. This one's well outside as well. However, Mr. Hickman's officiating back there. That could be a strike sooner or later.
Stop it.
Hey, he's given them to the Northcote team. I should be saying, what a great zone. That one's there.
Yeah, it was.
There you go.
It was anywhere near there.
3-1 to count here on Anderson, the Danish import player for Hibiscus Coast.
Roger, the coach on third base is issuing a lot of instruction to the runner on second base, so we might see something here.
Well, low lifter right down Main Street. Nothing wrong with that one, that's for sure.
Giving himself a full house now.
There's 2 away here. Full count situation. Young with plenty of pace at second base. Maybe they put him in motion. Ground ball to the dirt, and no need to put him in motion. He'll get down to third base with a gift. So with 2 away here. Probably see a substitution for Anderson. Pinch runner, we'll find out shortly.
Tell me, Chopper, that situation, is it compulsory?
No, of course not.
No.
Not at all.
No.
But I tell you what, if Anderson hurts himself here on a slide in the second base, he would have been like, it should have been compulsory.
Exactly.
As he does go to second base here. And they'll pick him off at 3!
No.
And that was a bang play as Gibson intercepts the throw over to Fuller at third base.
That was a great play because Georges looked a bit hesitant on the base there, and when he was running between, as you commented on my drive for excellence.
So Tyler Job here. Looking for an opportunity.
Did he swing? He swung.
He sure did indeed.
It looked very defensive.
Yeah. It's one of those ones I'm going to and I don't want to, but it's too late.
Too late.
1 ball and 2 strikes now for Job. For the last out here, Northcote. Tramline will do it. Down the edge, and we'll pick up the third out of here. And what's proving to be a very tight matchup between Hibiscus Coast and Northcote, 3 runs to 1. It is the dolphin swimming koala bear turtles from Hibiscus Coast. And we'll be back with more action here live from Pure Athletic Sports Stadium when they come back out to play. Welcome back, ladies and gentlemen, to Pure Athletic Sports Stadium as the violins are playing. I'm not too sure why it's violins are playing, Trevor Smith, but I tell you what it should be. It should be a dancing guitars celebration for what Hibiscus Coast have been able to do today here. Top of the 6th innings now. They lead 3 runs to 1. And Northcote, with everything to do in front of them, as it'll be Caleb Rona, Nick Lanigan, and Ryan Love. 1, 2, 3 here. Against the pitching prowess of Jaden Dowd, who's gone the whole distance so far today, Trev.
I was just about to comment on that. I think he'll go the full distance. He hasn't weakened at all. he's controlled the batters completely. 2 strikeouts in the last innings.
I think he'd be very happy with his body of work today,
Yes.
Trev.
Yeah. Well, you know, it tells you what a bit of competitiveness amongst the pitchers do, you know, with Leo, who's been stepping up the mark most of the games lately. JD's been a very good support player on first base there. Have you noted his vocabulary on first base, JD, when he really does support the pitcher, so now it's his turn. I hope they're giving him the same support.
Hard hit ball from Rona, going, and baby is out of here. Caleb Rona lifts it out of the yard and trying to spark this Northcote side into action. Now within 1 run here in the top of the 6th inning. So big shot for Rona.
That was, geez, we were dying near the fence. I wasn't sure whether it was going to go, and then I could see the windows creeping up, and it just branched off the side of the windows. I think they had a ball through there the other week, did they? I saw all the plywood over the window.
Yeah, yeah, the guys are really hitting the ball. New ball being played this year at North Harbour. A little firmer, and that line drive, got all of it, to be fair, from Caleb Rona. Put it out here in a heartbeat, and now we've got ourselves a 1-run ball game back on, Trevor, as they say.
It sure is.
Nick Lanigan now. 1-1 count with that one down the tram line.
Just when I was saying JD had the batters under control.
I'm glad it was you putting the commentator's curse on, not I. Hard hit ball, Peligawagan picks it up, and the throw is good. Peligawagan, who's playing on half a leg, has really played well today, Trev.
Oh, he's the strength. He's just playing his normal game. As you said, he's gutsy, he's strong, and well-rounded in all aspects.
Ryan Love now will step in to go to work. Lefty on lefty. Jaden Dowds had the number of the lefties in the batting lineup for Northcote today. And there's that pitch just dipping away from the flight path of Ryan Love's bat.
You know, the way the wind is, I think JD's he's getting some good movement, and the wind's not really, shouldn't be helping him a lot, hey? It's
he's throwing a great game here
he's
tonight.
throwing a top game.
Whoever wins this game's going to deserve it for sure. Hard hit ball from Loves. He punches this one to centre field.
That's a 2-3. Is he going to go 3?
And he'll stand up double here. Spurs this Northcote team into action. Gets the applause from his teammates in the dugout. Ryan Love. So the tying run, and now at second base for Callum Ryan, the veteran player coach. As he will step in to go to work here. One away in the top of the 6 innings. This game's got a bit of a seesaw action in it.
Yes, the nervousness is coming back a little bit, Chopper. That game is never over.
Over the top of this one.
I'm not sure why he waved the bat at that one, but he can only tell us. We'll take it though.
No panic, looks like, in the dugout for Northcote. Opportunity rising for, as you see him stretching in the distance here, for Hibiscus Coast.
Oh, that's in the hole.
This one to look at a dunk over the middle, and it does. Ryan Love had to hold up to make sure it landed though, and so he will just get to third base on the hit. And Callum Ryan safely at first base.
I'm just wondering, is it time for a change? I mean, they have a very good pitcher in the dugout there.
Well, we saw him just loosening up at the back of the day. Let's have another look in that dugout down the end there. Will be obviously that one. First one looks like Ashton Brown and Leo Aurelio down
Where
the
is
far end, I believe.
Oh, he's not showing any excitement there.
I think he's already ready to go. To be fair, he's probably saying, look, JD's done a hell of a job. He deserves to try and finish this one out.
Yeah.
However, you've got to finish the game. That's the key, isn't it?
And you have 2 pitches of that strength. You utilise them a wee bit, but the coaches decided we're hanging in here, and we've got confidence.
Are indeed. Well, with runners coast to coast here, one down in the bottom of the top of the 6th innings. Northcote with a chance to tie it up. They'll send up the young third baseman Jesse Fuller now.
There's a bit of pressure on here, on HBC.
And a swing and a miss here. No movement from Ryan from first base yet.
Yeah. You're telling me he's their fastest runner?
This one up the middle, and it's a good one from Fuller as he will bring in the tying run here.
That's a good whack. That's a good whack.
Inside out swing.
You know, that bounced well out of the diamond. It was a hard drive, eh?
And we got ourselves a tied ball game, and with no time here, we just see Callum Ryan has grabbed third base. So it's kind of sneaking their way around the diamond as well, Trev.
Yeah, HBC won't like that. They have done that before where they've had their conference and ignored the base runner at cost. It's a small thing in the game they need to be a bit more aware of.
And we can see time called here by the second baseman. And it looks like Pelligawagan is buggered. He is making his way off the diamond here. Would have gone up the middle in that last play to try and catch to that ball. A healthy Michael Pelligawagan would have made that catch on the drive possibly from Jesse Fuller. And he's reached up, and unfortunately for him, he's like, oh, I can't do it anymore, guys.
So I think they'll change the catcher.
It looks like it. He's in the dugout now, as you see on the screen there.
Yep.
Anderson's going to come out.
Mueller will come on.
Yeah, Mueller is the DP, so he will come on to catch. Just a defensive change here. DP to catcher to shortstop, and shortstop will go to the bench or DP role. Up to them how they treat that. So
it'll be interesting. Do they move Smith up the shortstop
yeah, I don't know. We'll find out shortly. Trev, what would you do?
Well, the way Roger played at shortstop last week, we were telling Michael he'd be lucky to get his spot back, but Oscar is equally a good shortstop, so it'll be interesting to see when they come out where they. Here he goes. Where's he heading? Yeah, it looks more like a shortstop heading, hey? And the veterans have got the gear on, eh? I love Steve. He's loving the game.
Well, he's been around a long time, has Stephen Mueller. He's caught a lot of games. He's caught well this season as well, hasn't he?
He's done very well.
And looks like he is going to take over the role there. Anderson will go straight to shortstop. So Pelligawagan will go to the bench. I still believe that Pelligawagan will actually be the DP hitting in the one spot. The only thing they could do there is Jaden Dowd could hit. So he could bat in the one spot, which is what I would do, to be fair, instead of making Pelligawagan get back out there again. Or bring on Ashton Brown.
Yeah, Ashton's here, yes.
This pitching change brought to you by Ballpark Broadcasting. Should I say substitution catching change?
Yes.
Shortstop change.
I thought I'd missed something there, Chopper, but no.
So they can see Trevor's boy Roger down there. Look, just making all the changes. Righto, Hickman. Now, these are the changes they're going to be making. I just want to make sure we're on the same page with the strike zone that you've been giving us today. That's what I would do. I would use that as an opportunity to chat about it.
I'm sure I've done a bit of umpiring, McGay, and interesting some of the conversations that the players have with you.
They sure do indeed. Yeah. We're all locked up at 3 apiece here. Good game in this Premier matchup. 25 past, so we've got 8 minutes left on the clock. So this might be the last innings, the way we're going. Minor Hibbert, first pitch, we'll see Fuller scamper down to second base. So 2 runners in scoring position now. Northcote, this is what we were talking about earlier, trying to strike, put the foot down. Picked up 2 runs in the innings already. They'll not pick up 4 is what they'll be thinking. Hibbert, outside, not tempted.
Right.
Mueller will come out for a chat. Seasoned campaigner, knows when to talk to his pitchers, when not to. Understands right now is one of those opportunities he needs to have a quick chat.
Now, did I have up and I asked for a down or what? I don't know what that conversation was.
Inside out.
Get it?
Pops up to the fence. Will go out of play though into the garden bar. Anderson was ranging all the way over. JD's pitched a heck of a game today, Trevor.
Oh, yes.
Whichever way this one shakes down.
Yeah, he's proved that he can compete at the top level.
Sure
Without
can.
question, he's on fire this season.
Slow roller, tough play. Can't regather, and Northcote will push a run over here and grab the lead in the top of the 6th innings. And it was a tough play again. That was like that swinging bunt we saw earlier.
It was. Oscar made every attempt to get at it, but it just eluded him. I thought he was going to get it with that offhand for a minute, but
3rd run of
successful.
the innings comes across for Northcote. Lincoln Hurley will step in to go to work. Swings heftily. The first pitch he sees. Hibbert went down to first base on that roller. So runners are coast to coast. At this point, 1 away. And that one comes through the zone for the 2nd strike. Really settled in. Dowd ready now. And the curve on that pitch is outstanding as he picks up the 2nd out here.
Great viewing on those pitches from here, Chopper. You can see exactly what it's doing.
Real turn there, isn't there?
Yeah, I reckon I could call the game from here.
I thought you already were. Top of the shop, Hugh Davies now. This one's high.
2 gone. They need to steam the flow a wee bit here if they want to stay in this game, Chopper.
Well, as we were mentioning, I think this will be the last innings now with about 4 minutes to go on the clock as we're going to go to the bottom of the 6th innings, of course. Hibiscus Coast will get the right of reply.
Right.
Remember, they scored 3 runs in the bottom of the 4th.
Yes.
They can score them in bunches as well.
They can do it again.
No reason why not. Good pitch. Drop ball just with sheer velocity.
Well picked up by Mueller, you know. The old veteran's doing the job, isn't he? Coming cold.
He sure is. 1 ball and 2
he didn't
strikes.
have a chance to warm up to the game.
Ground ball, left side.
Oh.
Off the glove, and Northcote will play it another run. To be fair, tough play for the shortstop, Anderson.
Oh, he made a valiant effort. He stemmed it. It would have been a 2-bagger otherwise.
Northcote will grab their 4th run of the innings here, the top of the 6th. Talk about leaving it to the last possible opportunity. 2-run lead now. Seth Gibson. Oh, big swing.
That says a lot for those batters when they got 2 strikes on them and they hit a ball like that. I like the aggression of not sit back and let it happen.
Gibson with a big 2-run home run in the earlier match today, and that pass ball moved them up 60 feet. So 2 runners in scoring position now for Northcote. Already got 4 runs plated in the innings. Could really turn this into a big crooked number here. Hard hit ball. Anderson at first base will take care of it though. And that'll do the top of the 6th innings. Not before Northcote flex their muscles 4 times as they grab the lead, 5 runs to 3. Hibiscus Coast will come back in the bottom of the 6th innings with an opportunity. And there's always an opportunity for them to level it up or take the lead. Back soon.
Your ideas, your plans, your vision for your dream home. At Golden Homes, we work with you to create a home you'll love living in. With total design flexibility, our exclusive gold standard building system and Zog steel framing proven to withstand magnitude 9 earthquake activity, your new Golden Home will have all the strength, comfort and sophistication you've been dreaming of.
It's a better home you'll own. Golden Homes.
Golden Homes. Call 0800 22 22 36.
Well, welcome back, ladies and gentlemen. A fantastic matchup here between Hibiscus Coasters taking on Northcote in this one. Bottom of the 6th innings, Northcote just struck for 4 runs because they were trailing 3 runs to 1 going into the top of the 6th innings. There was a run scored by Northcote to kick off the scoring of this game in the 2nd innings. Hibiscus Coast scored 3 in the bottom of the 4th before Northcote grabbed 4 in the top of the 6th. Bottom of the 6th now, and by my reckoning of the clock, we are up on time, so we'll complete the innings. It's an opportunity for the Coasters to come back, pull the carpet on Northcote's day here the best they can, and they are capable of it. They'll look to do that for Ahmed Shwami, Roger Smith and Greg Anderson. 1, 2, 3 here in the bottom of the 6th inning. Trev, how are you feeling?
I am nervous. We're at a good stage in the batting order. The guys just need to do it.
Well, we saw the last innings or so from Seth Gibson on the hill, the 3rd innings, just a little wayward. 2-2 the count here, so maybe the door is not closed yet, Trev.
No, I'm full of tension. Ooh.
Oh, there's a good pitch.
That was right there for the taking. What was he thinking?
Didn't get the memo from Trevor Smith.
No.
There on that one. I'm sure he will later.
I'll pigeon post that one.
I'll bring up the bat now, Roger Smith. First pitch he sees, he'll lace the other way for a foul ball. Really like how Hibiscus Coast competitive this year, Trev. It is fantastic. It won't mind me saying last year didn't feel that way as much, but this year it's a different kettle of fish. You can see it. This one pops up.
Oh, foul ball, was it?
Just out of play.
Oh, it was a good place to put it. It was a settling in year last year with the Roosters and Northcote coming back into North Harbour, and in fairness, there was a lot of effort put in to help the ECBs and HBCs and that to bring them up to that standard, and we can see those dividends paying this year.
Yeah, we're starting to see them already, aren't we, Trev?
We are, and
I'll tell you,
there's a guy that puts a lot of effort in, that's Curtis Tompkins, you know, to make all these things happen. He's a deep thinker, he's got a passion of the game, and a lot of contacts that make things work.
I like in the sense that he's making those decisions based on what's good for the game, not
Totally.
good for one club.
I agree.
And
Yep.
and I've noticed at North Harbour that thinking has come more to the forefront over the last few years about clubs thinking about what's good for the game.
Yes.
Throw away some of the rules. Allow players to just play.
Yep.
Get out there, create the competition. And it's kind of worked really well, if you ask me. This one will go up and go out of play. Down to the last out now, HBC. 2 quick outs. Greg Anderson will have that weight or honour on his shoulders.
You know, you talk about international players, you know, each club seems to have their drive for international players, and Roosters as well with their Japanese imports. And it shows a nice blend across the whole association.
All clubs have utilised import players, and there's a couple of reasons behind that. Sometimes the club needs a player, but also there's a lot of players from around the world that want to come and play in New Zealand. And so it's about providing an opportunity for them to come here and us to send some of our athletes across to...
It's an exchange system.
It is.
It works.
Yeah, we have players playing all over the world, whether it be in Europe and Denmark or Czech Republic. Mentioned Moana Hibbert just come back from there. Of course, the USA, Canada. Lots of exchange programs, if you want to call it that, where we look after each other. It's very important.
Well, it gives you a full season of softball, doesn't it? You know, and like even the Philippines, I know Rogers was invited to go and play in a couple of tournaments there a number of years ago. And,
nice.
Pretty magic, so it helps them, helps us.
This one on the outside edge will get her done, and it is Zeth Gibson. They're just fine-tunes things in the back end of this game to pick up the victory on the back of some good hitting in the top of the 6th innings, led off by Caleb Lorna. Blasted that one to left field to get the scoring offence going there for Northcote. They've then piled on 4 runs, and that was the difference in the end of the game here today, Trev.
It was the difference, but still a damn good game. Must be too cold for the spectators because there hasn't been a lot here. I look forward to this long, hot summer they're talking about, or keep talking about, and I think this grade will draw some crowds. It'll draw people.
I think you're dead right, Trevor. It's drawn me in. Thank you for you drawing in today and joining us here at a Pure Athletic Sports Stadium on Don Freeman Field of the year of the 50th Jubilee for the North Harbour Softball Association. Of course, on behalf of Ballpark Broadcasting, all the crew that's worked today, Madison Gerbes and Kalan, the 2 young men, Harvey and Noah, came in. And of course, my man, Auntie Rowie and Trevor Smith here. Thank you for your participation today. Hope you enjoyed it, ladies and gentlemen. Our pleasure to bring it to you, of course. We'll be up next time. We get an opportunity here at North Harbour to live stream their games. Looking forward to that. Looking forward to talking to you again as well. Matiwa, thank you so much. Congratulations, Hibiscus Coast and Northcote. 2 victories today.
Well done.